Hey guys, so today we're gonna be talking about synthetic dreadlocks, which is something I'm very excited to dig into. I have never had synthetic dreadlocks in my hands before, never had any, never tried them out, don't know much about them. You guys know that I just had dreadlocks for 4.5 years, brushed them out in December. I have one left in the back of my head, like half of a dreadlock, and that's the only memory, not the only memory, that's the only one that I've left from a full head of dreadlocks. So when one of you guys sent me this letter and 6 synthetic dreadlock extensions, I thought why not make a video about what I think about them and let me try them on camera for you guys to see what I think and how they look. So I'm gonna put a link down below to Rawnie's video about how to attach them and how she used them, so you can check that out if you want to, but this is going to be a video about what I think and where I'm going to try to attach these 6 synthetic dreadlocks. So before I've even tried them on, I'm just gonna quickly go over some of the pros and cons to using synthetic dreadlocks instead of growing your own. First of all, I think a pro to having synthetic dreadlocks could really be if you're unsure if you want dreadlocks or not. Dreadlocks is kind of a big decision because they affect your hair a lot, they affect your look a lot, and dreadlocks are kind of a lifestyle along the way as it is a hairstyle. So I think if you're really unsure how it's gonna look on you and how you're gonna feel about them, I think maybe synthetic dreadlocks could be a good option for you so that you can see how it would look on you and get kind of a sense of how it would feel. Also, another plus is that of course you can attach them like these dreadlocks and take them out whenever you want. When you get like real dreadlocks started in your hair, you can't just from one day take them out and then put them in the other. That's really not how it works. And also when we get to some of the cons of using these, the first thing, most of the dreadlock community wouldn't say that you are a real dreadhead. Even dreadheads can be kind of harsh when it comes to this, and a lot of people are gonna say that you are not a dreadhead, because for many people dreadlocks is a decision. It's a big decision. It's more a part of a lifestyle often than it is a part of a hairstyle, and these are simply not really what dreadlocks is all about, because you can just take them out and put them in as you like. And therefore, if you want to be a part of this big dreadlock community, that is something you should consider before, because there is a lot of people who are gonna be looking down on you and be like, you are not a real dreadhead because of these. That's just something to consider in this. Also, I don't really know if you can dye synthetic dreadlocks and how you do with like washing and everything, but it's probably a lot different from having your own hair dreaded. So I don't really know if that's going to be something you should consider as well, but I don't really know how you like wash these. You're gonna see in a second when I put them in that I don't really know how that would work, but I guess Rawnie would know a lot more about it, so you can ask her if you are interested in synthetic dreadlocks. I'm gonna leave a link down below. And also, third, they're never gonna look completely as natural grown dreadlocks. If you put up your hair and look at the way they're attached, you can definitely see that these are put in and not natural. They are fake ones. And if you want the real deal, if you want the real look, that will also be a con, because they're not gonna look natural. These they're kind of like extensions. If we compare it to just having normal hair, they're kind of like when people put clip-in extensions in their hair. You can see a clip if you take up the hair and you look at the scalp, you're gonna be able to see a clip. And it's the same here. You can see that they have been attached and that they aren't natural grown dreadlocks. So there is some things to consider, but there is probably also a lot of great things about these. I can especially see if you don't really know if you want dreadlocks yet, or you still have a decision to make, this could be a test. I now have them back like this without the string, and I thought some of you might also be interested in hearing what my opinion is about synthetic dreadlocks. Personally, it's not something I would do myself, and I must admit I don't look at synthetic dreadlocks as real dreadlocks. I'm sorry, I do also make this difference. I don't know what that's called. I also put that in two different categories, like having natural dreadlocks and having synthetic dreadlocks, because with the synthetic dreadlocks you don't go through this process. Like when I had my dreadlocks for 4.5 years, you go through this baby process where your dreadlocks are like acting so weird and then definitely not looking their best, and then someday they will look more like this, fat and good, but it's a part of a process. The fact that these aren't attached to anything, but that you can just take them out and put them in again, for me that is not the real deal. But for some people this is going to be a perfect solution, and I totally respect that. But I am also making these two categories of like real dreadlocks and synthetic dreadlocks, and maybe some of you are gonna think that's very snobbish. I'm so sorry, but I think that's just how it is when you have been growing dreadlocks for 4.5 years and you've been going through that process. And also some dreadheads are even more snobbish when it comes to dreadlocks. Like some people believe that real dreadlocks are only dreadlocks that last through an entire life, like dreadlocks you never brush out. Only when you do that you can really be a part of the dreadlock club. And some people are also very much into you should only grow them naturally, like if you get your dreadlocks started you are cheating. So there is so many different levels of snobbiness in this community as well as in everything else. But my personal opinion is that I probably never would use these. Like if I want dreadlocks again, I'm gonna go through the process of getting them and not do this. But now we're gonna put them in and see what I think and how it feels and everything. So I only have 6, so it's not going to be a head full of extensions. But following Rawnie's video, we're now going to grab some hair, and then I'm going to pattern that in 3. You should grab the same amount about the thickness of the dreadlock. So I've tried to do that. And now we're going to pattern that in 3 because we're going to make a braid like this. And then we're going to need a dreadlock extension. I will push one of these 3 through the top of this dreadlock extension. As you can see, there's a hole in it. Oh, did I lose it? No, it's here. So we're gonna push this through the dreadlock extension. Pull it through. There we go. And then we're going to braid. Okay, can I do this? Then we're going to braid these 3. So the dreadlock is now here. I'm going to braid this. I guess you'll get better at this with like practice. And then Rawnie was using an elastic band kind of thing to close it down here. But I don't have any. So I'm just gonna do it like this. But here is the dreadlock. So it has been put on like here. Can you see that? That's how it's been attached. And now the next step is to take your hook, your needle hook thing. As you can see, there's a hook on it there. I don't know if it's going to focus on it. Can you see that? It has a hook there. So we're now going to this needle up through the dreadlock, staying on the inside of it. That's very important. And then we're going to grab my braid inside the hook and then pull it through the dreadlock. Is this gonna work? Yeah, there we go. That was the first time, so we're just gonna continue doing that all the way down till the dreadlock and the braid has been connected. Think about like that. How does this look? Yeah, now I have a dreadlock. One single dreadlock. Yeah. Good. So that has been done. That was one of them. So I think I'm just going to put in the rest of them off camera, and then I'm just going to show you the results and also show you the attachment and everything and how it feels. I'm going to tell you how it feels. So I'm just going to do this off camera. 2 seconds, guys. That was it. I have now put in all of these 6 synthetic dreadlock extensions, and this is how it looks. Of course 6 is a very little. Like if you go over to Rawnie's video and her YouTube channel, you can see that she's put in quite like many of these. But I do love that I got some length. Like I do really miss my length. So if I'm going to get dreadlocks again, which I am probably gonna do, I can just always say it, I'm probably gonna get dreadlocks again. But then I'm gonna love the length, because I will get extensions to begin with the next time, as well as I did like 5 years ago. So yeah, this is the results. And this is how it looks. I'm not very good at attaching these. It's the first time I've ever done so, and I've not been super concentrated about it. Like there, you can see that it looks kind of messy, even though you try to hide it away. And even though Rawnie is like very good at doing this, you can still see that they're attached. This was it. I would say it has been so much fun to try this, Rawnie. But I'm not going to be using synthetic dreadlocks myself. I want to stick to getting my own set of dreadlocks again and following like the process of seeing them grow and get more mature. And yeah, I want to have that process as a part of me. So, but I could imagine that these could be so helpful to know about for some of you guys. So if you enjoyed this test of synthetic dreadlocks, leave a thumbs up. If you have some points, some knowledge about washing, dyeing, stuff like that, how long should I even keep these in, like how often do you have to take them out, do you have to take them out every night and stuff. If you have some knowledge you want to share with everyone, then comment down below. Subscribe if you aren't. I'm probably gonna get dreadlocks in the near future again. It's not 100% sure, but it is pretty sure, and it's probably gonna happen in a month or 2, so stay tuned. But yeah, this was a lot of fun to try, but I am probably gonna take them out again. So, but it was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Rawnie, and thank you for watching. Bye guys.